How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin back with another video. Today we're going to be working on the ceiling a little bit. I know we're kind of jumping around, but we ended up getting a big bunch of insulation, and we have to use it up, so we want to get it out of the way, and the best way to get it out of the way is to go ahead and put it up. So we're going to be trying to insulate the ceiling, but the first thing we're going to have to do, and I don't know if you guys know, these are, I do believe some people call them baffles, and then some people will call them chutes. And what this is we're going to staple these up inside of all these rafters, and it's going to hold the insulation away from the metal and let that metal breathe in case it starts to sweat. So we're going to be putting these up first. We'll probably do a couple runs, and then we'll put the insulation in, and then we'll move over a little bit, and we'll do 2 more, and we'll keep doing that until we get all this insulation. Now, I got a really good deal on some insulation. I'll show it to you. The only problem is it's 16-inch insulation, and it's I'm doing 24s, so I'm going to have to cut it in half. And then it's a little bit rough, but for the price that I got it for, it's well worth what we're doing. Now, it doesn't have backing on the insulation, so we're going to be using these guys. These are to hold the insulation in. It's just a metal rod. These are 24-inch rods, and they're going to hold that insulation up. I've never worked with these before. I've always worked with insulation that had backing on it, and you would staple it. That's the way I always used it, but I couldn't go wrong. I probably got about $700 worth of insulation for $100, and we're going to use it up. So that's the job for today. Whether I'll get it all done or not, I don't know. So let's see how this day goes. All right, these are the little baffles we're going to be putting in, and what I'm going to do is go right to the ridge here, and we're going to start down this way with them. I'll do a couple at a time. We're just using staples, nothing fancy. Take them right to the edge of the thing right there. Looks pretty good. Like I said, they ain't got to be perfect. All they're going to do is keep the insulation from hitting the metal. And we'll keep going down through here. I need to lower my scaffolding down a little bit. And we're just going to overlap them just a little bit. We don't need much. Let's see where our boards are here. This is going to work out really nice to keep that insulation from pressing up against there and give it air. Air will flow through the top, through this. Not much to it. So we're going to go ahead and get a bunch of these up, and then we'll get you back when we get ready to put the insulation in. We'll see how that goes. It's going to be rough. Julie and I got, what was it, about 7 of them done in there. And we got all them wires in there holding them up. And it got really, really, really hot up there. It was a real lot of sun. And I was sweating, had insulation, I was itching, so I had to go take a shower. And we finally come down, this is the next night. We waited for it to get a little dark, a little cooler. In my area, it's been super duper hot. It's like 90-some degrees today. And I didn't want to be up next to that roof, but we're putting in the baffles right now. We're gonna work our way across. Now, we had to take the board out. Each one of them lights had a board going across, if you guys remember. And I just drilled holes and hung my lights up in the ceiling. And that way we ain't gotta build anything around them and it's not in the way. So it's working out. So we're just gonna keep continuing to go across there. We gotta take that board out down there and we gotta finish these baffles. I'm gonna try to get this done tonight. Okay, Julie and I got all the baffles in the other day, and we got a bunch of old metal here. We collected, we tore it off of an old building and took the nails out of it. There's about 31 sheets of it. A little bit rusty, but I think that gives a little character. And we was worried about our insulation blowing out. Now we put them wires up in there to hold the insulation up, but I really don't like the wires in there because the wires are pushing the insulation up against the baffles. So as we're putting the metal up, we're taking those wires back out so the insulation lays down on the metal. We'll let the metal hold the insulation up. So that's what our ceiling's gonna look like. A little rough, but I kind of like it.
Eventually we might paint it.
We might paint it. We'll see what you guys say. We'll see what y'all say.
Get some time.
Yeah, but
for now,
basically this is going to be make the nicest YouTube studio that I think a person could have. I think it's going to look really nice. Really nice. So we're going to try to get as much as we can covered tonight. And then hopefully tomorrow we can come back and get another section or two done. I'm hoping by the end of the weekend we get the whole thing done.
yeah.
We would love to have the whole entire ceiling done.
Yeah.
That way...
Because that insulation is not fun to work with.
The insulation's just... There's no backing on the insulation, so it's like blowing around in the air. We got the fans on, and it's a little bit...
Enough, you know?
Yeah, a little bit itchy. But that's going to be our ceiling. And, you know, we've been doing our best to try to get as much supplies as we can, either free or...
recycled.
Yeah, recycle it or whatever. And, I mean, it looks rough, but I think it's going to look just fine.
I think a lot of people would pay good money for that.
I think so, too.
Metal.
That's pretty metal. Now, I have a friend of mine that has about 50 sheets. He told me I can have. Hopefully, that offer still stands.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a little while. Well, I told him I'd like to have it, so if he gives it to me, I'll have another 50 sheets of that to do whatever we want with. But I just wanted to fill you guys in and show you what we're doing with the roof. I think or the ceiling. I think it's going to look pretty good. I like it.
All right.
So we're going to get back to work here. Okay, that's what our roof looks like so far. We're going to give it up for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. And we'll see if we can get that finished up along the wall and maybe get another run or two. We might just go ahead and try to put in all the insulation again, or at least waste 8 foot of it and then do 8 foot metal, 8 foot of it, 8 foot metal. I don't know. But that's what it's looking like, and I think it's really turning out nice. Got some old rusty metal. It's still got a little mud on it too. But that's okay. We don't care. Looks good. We'll see you guys tomorrow. As you can see, we got all the way down there, but that very last one done. And the reason why we're going to leave that one open right now is because we need a nailer in there to be able to nail the metal up to. And I just haven't made it down there to get it on. We did do this side because that's where we started the metal. But I guess I'm going to go home, take a shower, and then we're going to come back. And we're going to work on some of the metal, I think. And then we got a lot of these lights. I'm going to have to pull all these lights down. So there's a good bit, but we're going to tinker around tonight. It's cooling off. It's going to make it nice. All right, made it back. Got a good shower, feel a lot better, got something to drink. We're going to go ahead and start taking the lights down. The lights are going to be in the way, just like over here. So we're going to take them down, and we're going to put one, we're just going to lay them on the sides, kind of like we got this one here. We're just going to lay it on the side like that, and that should give us enough light to work, hopefully, tonight. So we're going to work on getting them lights down in this ceiling there. This down. Wait, start with some zapping. Mine looks like the picture's halfway. Well, we put a bunch of rusty ones over there.
Yeah, I told you yesterday.
It ain't gonna matter. You're never gonna notice that.